Jong-un. Today we're going to talk about Kim Jong-un, that has been in the news the last couple of days because all of a sudden he said that he is going to quit making missiles and setting off missiles like he's been doing his entire life. And actually his father did that and his grandfather did that. But he said that he is going to stop immediately from setting off any more missiles or making them, which I don't believe. I mean, I don't believe anybody can do something for their whole life. If I was a baseball player, football player, anything, and then all of a sudden I'm going to switch to swimming or volleyball or work on one of these high ladders or something like that. I mean, whatever I learned from a child, which he did, he's been in missiles since he was a baby, and his father taught him, had him there, and we've had trouble with this North Korea for about 25 years. And all of a sudden we're going to shut it down in one day? No, I don't believe it. I want to see it. And another thing, before I would make any agreement with him, I would have something in writing from somebody that quit sending the missiles is one thing, but I want to put some people in there to take them apart. They could be from the U.S., England, and France, from those three countries. They will go in, take the missiles apart, and then put them somewhere in a warehouse. So that means if he changed his mind tomorrow, boom, they start going again. No. That's the only thing that I think we can go along with, because, frankly, I don't believe what he says. And the main reason is this. He has 25 million people there. There are 4 million people with some money, just like any other country, New York City, whatever. These sanctions are bothering those people big time. If you had a lot of money, you want to call and get anything you want anytime. Those sanctions are bothering those people, those 4 million people, and I'm satisfied that he's had a lot of pressure put on him by those people, and those people can get him out immediately, and he knows it because they have money, they're big and powerful. He has 21 million people, or just small people off the street, workers, but 4 million I wouldn't want to handle if I'm cutting off their water or their soda or their wine or their whiskey, whatever, because they'll sit there for a while and then eventually they're going to start raising, H-E-L-L. And I think that's what's happened now, because that's why he's come up with this in one day. I want to have a meeting. I'm not going to do any more missiles. I'm going to cut the missiles. Good. You're going to cut the missiles. Before the meeting, I want to send some people in, first of all, to find out what you have and where you have your missiles stored, underground, above ground. And then I want to get a group together that will come in and dismantle these missiles. Because otherwise, in one day, he can start shooting again. So I want to get rid of them, take them down, and that's the only thing you can believe, because their track record is not good. We've been fighting with them for 24 years. His father, his grandfather, him, they've all been in missiles. Good. They like missiles. I don't have anything wrong with them. But it's like taking that expensive wine away from those wealthy people he has there, the 4 million people. Take that wine away with the sanctions and take the missiles away from him that he's been brought up with since a baby. They don't like it. And I wouldn't like it either. If I was drinking that wine every day, all of a sudden, boom, we got a sanction. I don't know when the wine will come back. There's sanctions. It might come back next month. It might come back a year from now. But we got to have some security from him that he says he's going to stop the missiles. Good. They've been talking back and forth like this for 24 years. We got to have a setup where some of our people from different countries go in, they dismantle, take down the missiles, all the equipment, and store it somewhere. And I'd rather not store it in North Korea. But, I mean, you know, if we have to, we could do what we have to do, because putting a missile, you know, putting that all back together takes time. But this way he could change his mind and one day, boom, they're gone. And then we're sitting there and those missiles are coming again. And frankly, we don't know how many he has. I like to know myself. And secondly, I don't think none of our people actually know the power he has with the missiles. The power he has and how big his missiles go, because they've been working on it for several years. So my theory is I would not have a meeting with him until that agreement. 1, he stops shooting missiles. 2, we send in a group to dismantle the missiles. 3, I want to find out what he has. I want to do a countdown. How many of these do he have? How many of those? How many of these? And that way we'll know more about what we're dealing with, so they can't hide them somewhere or hide them in another country and then boom, just start shooting again. Thank you, and I appreciate you listening this morning.